Hello, everybody. I'm on time. That makes a change, doesn't it, Helen? Helen went as far to say that I was early, but I think that's pushing it a little bit. It's exactly 8:30 by my watch. So, hello, everybody. How are you all tonight? Let me do some hellos, and then we'll get into the meat and potatoes of tonight's stream, which is going to be an affiliate Q&A. Just checking my sound. It seems okay. So, yeah, we'll be doing an affiliate Q&A. We've also got I've got a few affiliate sites to review, and we've got a few other things to talk about. I think I did a video earlier today. Did you see it? Where I was talking about the merits of either having a shop style site or a blog style site. So we can talk about that as well. That might be interesting. But let's do some hellos. Hello to Anil. To you too. Hello to the Furman, good to see you. The blue people are my moderators. Thank you very much for moderators. Hello to Helen, of course. Hello VK, hello Trevor, hello Peter, hello Stephanie, hello Steve Pro, a lot of regulars on tonight. Stupid Robot Fighting League, good to see you again. Hello Alex, good name, Alex Nitch. And who else we got? Brian, good to see you, Brian. You're rocking a t-shirt. By the way, merchandise is available on wpeagle.com. As it says there, kind of that white paper is getting in the way. So you get some merch, hoodies and sweatshirts and mugs are all available. Why not be the first to get a WP Eagle hoodie? Who else have we got in tonight? I think that's it. Is that it? Hello Tammy, hello Shafiq, hello Mango's Closet, hello DJ Marky Boy. No problem on the MAMP help. I don't use MAMP myself, I like to just install on hosting, do it that way, I can't be bothered messing around. Oh, I haven't got the ghost on tonight, put the old ghost on. What were the Pac-Man ghosts called? Can you remember what they were called? Was one called Brian? Can't remember. Hello Jonathan, hello Whisper Hub, hello Chris Wildfire, hello Danielle Hooks, good to see you all. 34 of you on right now, that's a great start. Hello Joe Skyforce Minx. Thanks for your email today. Hello Redwan. Good to see you all. If you're new to tonight's stream, the format is pretty relaxed. We kind of go wherever the mood takes us, depending on the questions you ask, and just, you know, we'll go off on tangents, whatever. I'm going to go for about an hour or so. So that's up to about 9:30 UK time. Don't know what time that is wherever you are. Probably quite a bit earlier, I'd have thought. So, shall we start with... let's start with talking about today's video that I uploaded. So I uploaded a video all around whether you should go for a blog or a shop site. Now, I'm well aware that obviously WooZone sites do have a blog as part of the makeup of them, because they're obviously on WordPress, and WordPress is a blog platform. That's how it started out. So, yeah, don't get me wrong, there is a blog element to the shops, but I was kind of talking more about the shop sites that are more shop than blog, if that makes sense. Then, of course, there's blog sites. So, yeah, in conclusion, my theory, or my opinion, is that in 2019, you're probably better off just focusing on a blog, just focusing on content. And my main reason for that is that access to the API is now, access to the Amazon API, I should say. Getting access to it is a bit of a pain. It's hard. And for those of us like me that have been around for a while and we've had our API keys for a while, we're fine. I mean, mine still work and they were easy to get. But for you new guys coming to the party a bit late, Amazon have made it very difficult for you to get hold of the API keys. So if you just want an easier life, then a blog site is probably the way to go. Brian there has come in, and Stephen, with the Pac-Man ghosts. It was Blinky, Pinky, Inky, and Clyde. I knew one of them had a kind of real name. I guess that's Clyde. I don't know where Brian came from. So there we go. Getting a lot of love for today's video. That's good. Although, again, within about 10 minutes or so, maybe not even that, it had that one dislike. There is someone, obviously, they're subscribed to my channel, they've clicked the bell so they get notified when I upload new videos, And as soon as I upload a new video, they're like, oh, quick, he's uploaded a new video. And they go and click the dislike button and they go, oh, yes, that's made my day. I've disliked one of Alex's videos. I'd love to know who you are and why you do it. And am I the only one that you dislike? Or do you subscribe to many YouTubers, and as soon as they upload, you quickly go and dislike it and whatever? It just intrigues me. Anyway. There's a big discussion about Pac-Man Ghost now in the chat, so there we go. So yeah, talking about tangents, we got off on tangents. One of Alex. So yeah, I'd be interested to know your thoughts on whether it should be a blog or a shop. A number of you have commented already saying that you maybe started with a shop and then you've kind of moved over to a more blog-focused, content-focused site. Okay, well let's do a few site reviews, shall we? Oh, hang on, let me do a few questions. There's a few questions coming in. Let's try and stay on top of the questions. So, Anil says, what is conversion rate of Google Advert for Amazon affiliate products? It's low generally, and it's generally not enough. There's not enough commission in it to cover the cost of the ads, in my experience. So, unless you're going to get more value from that click that you're paying for from Google Ads, for example, collecting an email address or something else where you're going to get value, just sending them straight through to your Amazon site and then hoping they're going to click one of your links and you're going to get some commission, you'll end up losing money doing it that way. I hope you got a refreshment. Don't you hate it when that happens? When the mat sticks to the bottom of your mug? Generally it falls off and makes a mess, but it didn't today. Ubaid says, hello, can you tell me if we find a keyword while using the KGR, which is the keyword golden ratio formula by Doug Cunnington, then should we keep the same permalink as keyword or should we make it simple? Good question. Generally you'd want to keep, well, at least include the keyword in the permalink, and a shorter permalink is generally better. So yeah, keep the, unless it's some ridiculously long keyword, then you might want to trim it down a little bit, but generally it's a good idea to keep the keyword in the permalink, or the URL as it's otherwise known, or the slug, there's another word for it. Leon says having a few dislikes is actually very good for the YouTube algorithm. Thank you, Leon. That's yeah, serial disliker, Steve. They're just miserable in there. You get these people, don't you, in all aspects of life. I've been playing a bit of Apex Legends. Have you heard of Apex Legends? It's a new battle royale game. It's better than Fortnite, in my opinion. But I was having a game the other day, and this guy came on, and he was just abusive and rude. And you know, you play as a team in this game, and I got knocked down, and he just wouldn't help me back up again. He just stood there and just said lots of rude things over the microphone, and just watched me die. That's the first time that's happened, and I just think, why? Why can't we all just be nice? But hey, again, we're going off for a tangent, which is a too big a topic to talk about tonight. VK says, oh, no, Shafiq says, how to make money online. There's loads of different ways. I've got a few videos on that very subject. So if you go and check out my other channel, you'll find them. Let me post a link to that other channel. There's many ways to make money online. Top of my head, there's affiliate marketing, which is my favourite way to make money online. There is drop shipping, which is another way to make money online. There is Amazon FBA, which is a bit like drop shipping. There is like people per hour services, or Fiverr, where you just sell a service. There's surveys, you can complete surveys. There's website testing, like with What Users Do, that kind of thing, where you can test websites, get paid for that. So that's 5 or 6 ways to make money online, just off the top of my head. Check out my other channel for more videos on that. VK says, which one is better, add to cart or checkout on Amazon button? Which one converts better? We still haven't got any solid data on that. I think personally just the button works better. Although with the cart setup, and in fact with the checkout button as well, as long as you're adding stuff to the cart, you then get the 90-day cookie. So maybe it's a combination of the two. Peter says he would probably say use a blog as you have the content that will get you traffic onto your site by keywords. That's true. That's really where we're going. Helen says a friend of hers has been testing out whether you should have a cart or just a button. Beat some bears. Hi, Adam. Stephen Scarlett says, can you explain what stop words are? I keep coming across this for slugs. Stop words are just your kind of connecting words. So, and, I, are, the. So, for example, on one of my sites, say I had a post that was best roof boxes for Volkswagen Golfs. I would probably take the word for out, so it would be just best roof boxes Volkswagen Golf. You kind of take out those connecting words. I think they're called stop words because when Google gets them, it stops. Probably want to check that out in a bit more detail. Yeah, Helen has already just said that, actually. I see that in the chat. I need to keep up with you guys. Ubad is just clarifying on his earlier question. He says, I mean, if the keyword is so long, so if we use short permalink, is it good, like, for example, best gaming headset for PS4, etc., or should we keep it like best gaming headset? No, if you're talking about the best gaming headset for PS4, it should be best gaming headset PS4 as a slug. You can take out the word for, probably. Stephanie says she's tested out the checkout thing and she says it doesn't seem to matter too much. Leon says, is there a plugin to insert privacy statements? Yes, there is. There is the Ayubender, whatever. I still can't pronounce it, plugin. Let me just post you a link to a video all about it. There we go. It's in the chat right now. DJ Marky Boy says, do you think the WooZone content spinner is more trouble than it's worth? Possibly. I think spun content has had its day, really. In 2019, I don't think you're going to get away with spun content that well. But it depends how badly spun it is or how well spun it is. Panagiotis says, how much should I pay an article writer for 2,000 words? Is $20 too much? That's a pretty good price, I think. Doesn't sound enough to me. Just to let you know, this is how much I pay for a 2,000 word article. I pay around, I think it's 2.2 pence. 2.2 cents even. So I'd pay $44 for a 20,000 words. So $20 is cheap. Is the quality there though? That's the thing. It's all very well getting cheap articles, but the quality does need to be of a certain level. Question. The chat keeps jumping down, which is really annoying. Chris Wildfire says, is there a free way to add a newsletter to your site? Yeah, with MailChimp. Jack McDonald says, hi Alex, would you be up for a collab? I have something that would be perfect for W Eagle. Maybe, Jack. Why not? Let's have a look at your channel. Yeah, no worries, Jack. Drop me an email address up there. We'll do something. Eli says, what's the reason for invaluable inventory under construction? AdSense. I don't know what that means. Maybe Google it. Hi, Gaz. Good to see you. Don't worry, you're late. It doesn't matter. Neo says, Alex, I built a WooZone shop last year and all the products have vanished. I guess it linked to the new Amazon API policy. Is there anything I could do to have the products I selected back? Yes. It's because you're something wrong with your keys, so for whatever reason, WooZone hasn't been able to synchronize them. I'm going to turn this down a little bit. It's hurting my eyes tonight. So you'll find all of your old products in the trash under the product section within WooCommerce within your site. Go into products, go to trash, you'll find them all there. You can restore them all. But if you don't fix your keys, they will all go back in the trash again. Shafiq says, for dropshipping, which one do you prefer? Or better, Shopify versus Amazon versus eBay versus WooCommerce? I think WooCommerce is fine. I mean, Shopify you have to pay for, don't you? I don't really like dropshipping, if I'm honest. Again, check out my other channel for lots of videos on that and why I don't like it. Steven says, need an Italian speaker to pronounce Aibenda. Aibenda. Annette says, I'm new to affiliate marketing on March 20th. If I do not sell my free items, I am out. What would be your mindset if you had 7 days to accomplish this and you worked 40 hours outside the home? First thing I'd say, don't worry about it too much. If they reject you or if they say you're out because you haven't done the sales, then you just keep working on your site, wait until you've got a bit more traffic, and you reapply again. It's no big deal. No big deal. You may have to replace some of the links on your site. My mindset would be, okay, I need to add more content to my site. I do work long hours, 40 hours a week, but there's still going to be a few hours left here or there. So I'm either going to try and create some articles, some content in those spare hours that I happen to find. Even if it's only half an hour, I'll start an article, a couple of paragraphs, I'll do some research, put some structure together for an article. Or if time is really an issue, maybe you've got a little bit of money. If you've got a little bit of money, then I would use that to buy some articles, to buy some content, find some reasonable writers, and do it that way. But I wouldn't sweat too much about the not selling free things and getting kicked out. A, because as I say, it doesn't matter because you can reapply, and B, sometimes they're not actually that strict. They say 30 days, but you can, or 90 days, whatever it is. Often it's longer. Tammy says it's been a year and I'm only making $35 a month. $35 more than a lot of people. How much content have you got on your site, Tammy? What niche are you in? If you tell us more, we can maybe investigate that. I'm going to turn this up a little bit. I've gone a bit dark, haven't I? There's a balance between bright and dark and me getting too hot and not being able to see. Yeah, Helen's putting some good tips there in the chat. Brian says Income School pay approximately $32 an article. O2 HUD says, how do you enable demographics on analytics? It's in your settings there somewhere. Not 100% sure. It's not that accurate, I don't think. Ubed says, is it good that we apply Google AdSense on our Amazon affiliate website? No reason why not. I do it. Income School certainly do it. In fact, a lot of their sites earn more money through the AdSense than they do through Amazon. Anyway, I'm going to take a little break from the questions. So don't ask too many questions right now because I'll probably miss them. Let's go on the computer for a sec. Let's have a look at some sites. Hello, I'm down here now. Let's see if we can hide anything that's confidential before we share the screen. There we go. Let's just make that a little bit bigger if we can. Let's move that over there. I think Facebook had a bit of a problem earlier because I was unable to post. I'd scheduled a post up for 8 o'clock, the reminder post, and it didn't work. I had a great Jesus meme as well I was going to use, but maybe you saw it on Twitter. Alright, let's get the notes. Where's the notes? There's the notes. You can see them. So I've only got a couple of sites to review tonight. The first one, I think this is going to be interesting. sent to me a few days back by Lee. Look at that. Do you see that? Did you see that effect then? Now, I was looking at this site and I was thinking, why is this? Tangible items. And then I thought, hang on a second. This is not WordPress. Then I see this. Yeah, Wix. It's a Wix site, and I know generally I don't review any sites that aren't WordPress. But I thought let's just have a look at what you get with Wix. So you get this, which and it doesn't look great to me. I mean, I'm sure there is Wix sites that do look good, but you know these buttons, they're just, the words aren't even fitting in the thing. I'm not even sure what this site's about. So there's a few problems with the site. A, it's on Wix. I would recommend that you don't set up a site on Wix. Number of reasons for this. You're tied to Wix. You can't ever leave. If you want to leave, you can't take your website with you. They are more expensive than WordPress. They're restrictive. You know, with WordPress, you can pretty much do everything you can think of because there's a plugin or a theme that will help you do it. So yeah, I never go for Wix. So first thing is move away from Wix, set up a WordPress site. The second is I don't know what this site is about. I don't know what a tangible item is. You've got this thing like an email send thing, autorespond thing, and then you've got this thing about sugar balance. Another problem with this is that this is an image, but images don't normally have text on. So I don't know, maybe it's an infographic or something. I don't know, but that looks just weird. What's this? 6 stinking hats. It just seems to be like a random collection of content with no real purpose or focus, and the content's not that long, and yeah, there's just so many things going on with this site. I also wanted to check whether the site was responsive for mobiles, especially when I saw this big image which doesn't seem to be related to anything, and no, it's not responsive at all. So yeah, I don't know what more to say. There's so much that needs to be done here. Let's move on to the next one. The next, in fact, I've only got 2 tonight. I think I'll just double check that we haven't got any more. No, I don't think so. So this is a nice looking site. Lovely looking theme. What is this theme? Airy, nice. Elemental style pages, very nice. Nice testimonials, lots of content. Then it's got this kind of widget thing. So this is obviously like a travel affiliate site. It's not an Amazon site. It's to do with travel. There is some Amazon links here, like these things, which we don't have any prices, so there's something not quite right with that. And then there's this other widget here, which looks good because it's like an affiliate widget. People do a search and then you get paid when they book holiday. I like it. I think it's got a nice thing. I think there needs to be a few more bits down the sidebar. There's some big gaps and whatnot. I think probably you need to do a bit more research around keywords, although yeah, I don't know. I'm translating this with Google Translate, so it's a bit difficult for me to say whether you've picked a good French keyword or not. But yeah, I like your site. I think it's good. I think there's probably too many social networking buttons. Again, it's not working quite right because there's a gap there. So there's a few little bits of tidying up. But you're definitely going in the right direction. You're creating lots of good content. Maybe the content needs to be slightly more focused based on some keyword research. Design's nice. Travel niche is a bit broad, but then you know you could carve out something in that niche you called voyage style, so you could be going for maybe higher end holidays and trips, that kind of thing, maybe. If you've got any other sites you want me to review, then leave them in the comments or email me and I'll put them on the list for next time. I thought there was a couple more, but looking at my list, I've only got these two, unless I've lost some off my list for whatever reason. I don't know. That is possible, of course. Let me go back to the Q&A. Why not? Transition. Hello, Atik. Don't worry that you're late. I'm late normally anyway, as you know. Chris Wildfire says, if doing a blog site, what's better, comments on or off? I'd say comments are on, because user-generated content is good. It stops, well, it saves you time. You don't have to generate the content users do. There is obviously an overhead with comments. You get spam, that kind of thing. Use something like Akismet to reduce that. But yeah, I'd say go for comments. I like comments on a blog post. I think they add an extra bit of value. Yeah, as WhisperHub says, put comments on. Make sure that you're set to approve them before they are published. That's always a good thing. Otherwise, you'll have a load of spammy stuff published to your site. And yeah, if you use something like Akismet, they do offer it for free. Although on a commercial site, you should probably pay. But the free one does work. You didn't hear that from me. That does reduce a lot of spam. Tammy says she loves site reviews. Yeah, I like the site reviews. That's fun. Helen, you said you had Akismet running. You said loads of spam. That is weird. Ubed, if you want me to review your site, you can email me now. I might be able to squeeze it in tonight. It's eagle@wpeagle.com. Email address is up there. Yeah, I think comments are good. Tammy says, thanks to Helen for the words of encouragement. Hubby says, I need patience. Were you a nurse? Doctor? I'm joking. Yeah, you do need patience. Patience is one of the biggest parts of having an affiliate site. It can take weeks and weeks and weeks for stuff to happen, and people, I think, expect it to happen quite quickly. They get the site up and running, and then within a week or two, they're thinking, where are the sales? Why aren't any sales? It's because it takes a little while. It takes weeks. Oh, by the way, did you see I posted it up earlier in the week? I was kindly added to the 50+ WordPress people you should follow, which the reason why I bring it up, not to blow my own trumpet, but obviously that guy has created a fantastic blog post, long one, linking to all of the best guys that he thinks in the WordPress space. There's a number of reasons why this is a really clever idea. First is you then approach the people that you put on your post, say, look, I added you to my blog post, look how good it is, and you're with all these other cool people, isn't that really cool? And if you're like me, you go, wow, that is really cool, and then you tweet it and you Facebook it and you tell everyone about it. So I'm basically telling everyone about his post. And if you think there's another 50 people on there that probably did similar things, and a lot of those 50 people are quite big influencers, they've got quite a large following, it means that quite quickly he's going to get a lot of traffic and links and stuff hitting that post. So yeah, that's a great idea. If you can find some experts or some influencers that are within your niche, and you put them all together in a list and you link to their YouTube or their Instagram or their website or whatever, then you email them or tweet them or just get in touch with them somehow and say, hey, look, I featured you on this post, which is all about the 50th greatest whoever's. They'll get excited and they'll kind of tweet out and link to your post. It's great. We're getting links, getting traffic, and getting coverage. I thought it was a really cool idea. And I was also quite honoured to be on the post, as I say, because it's a link to my site as well and a link to my YouTube channel, which is, of course, good. How do you highlight names like that? I think you just do an @ If you do an @ and then someone's name, it will highlight it for them, not for everyone. Or maybe it's just me. I don't know. There's some YouTube chat thing there. VK says, are there any plugins which imports the category based on search results? I have Woozone, but I don't have any API access yet, so it takes forever for me to add items manually with Chrome extension. I can't think of any plugins that would help you with that. Chris, did you hear my comments on the comments? Hopefully you did. What do you think of the Mail Munch plugin? I've never used it. Sounds good though. There's something wrong with Yakis, mate, if there's 700 a week spam getting through. Hello, M&JK. Me old mucker. Paulo says, should I start Amazon affiliate before having a decent traffic on the website? You can do. Although if you're going to be inserting links, always insert the long version of the link, not the short version. That way, if you do get rejected, then you have to sign up and you end up with a different tracking ID. You can do a quick search and replace to update all those links. If they're the short links, you can't do that. Eli Jean says, is it a good idea to buy traffic to my affiliate blog? Gaz has done a joke. He says, somebody sent me an email that had chopped ham and luncheon meat in the subject box. I didn't open it because I thought it might be spam. Tumbleweed. And then it says, favourite affiliate marketing sites beside Amazon. It really depends on the niche you're in. There are loads of companies that offer affiliate programs. In fact, pretty much every serious company does. If you sign up for someone like Commission Junction or Affiliate Window, these are networks. They will then give you access to lots of different merchants. You could do a search around your niche or your niche and find some other merchants to promote. And generally, they'll be offering a better commission rate than Amazon, generally. Although the conversion rate is obviously lower than Amazon. Most people are happy to buy from Amazon. Tammy says she loves the fact that followers here are so helpful to each other. They are, aren't they? They're a lovely bunch of people. $68 viewing right now. That's good. We're getting a good turnout every week at the moment. I don't know what's going on. Brian, what was your non-PC critique? I missed that. What did he say? I'm trying to scroll up through the chat now and see what I missed. What did you say, Brian? I missed it. Did it get removed? Don't know what you said. Helen says a friend of hers has success with Wayfarer.net. I mean, I have success with lots of companies other than Amazon. Obviously, I promote lots of different things that I use on my WordPress sites, like Elementor Pro. I have a question for you guys, actually. Something just crashed then? What happened then? Don't know. Let me just show you something quickly. I wondered if I could get your thoughts on this. So I made a possible slight boo-boo on my most recent tutorial for this site. Let me just share my screen, then you can see what I'm doing. So the older roof box, which is doing all right. I'm going to have an update video on this hopefully this week, probably Friday. I've got to go and see a client tomorrow. So yeah. Well, a couple of things actually I want to talk about. So the first is on this homepage, we've got these latest posts, which is nice. And I failed to mention within my tutorial video that the widget I'm using, the Elementor widget I'm using to show these posts. Oh, hang on. There we go. This is like a weird draft, isn't it? Let me get rid of this, because I was messing around with it earlier. And this. And that's what I want to talk about. So yeah, this element here, this widget that I'm using, which I use within the tutorial, is actually part of the Ultimate Add-ons extension. This one down here, which you have to pay for. It's like $49. Now, I do use it within the video because I use it for the lovely tables, you know, the old product comparison tables. But I do also say within the video that it's an optional extension and you don't have to spend the $49 if you don't want the tables, but a lot of people will obviously want to show off their latest posts on the homepage. It's kind of what you do with a blog. So far I can see there's a couple of options. The first is you buy the plugin for $49 and you use this lovely widget. The second is you buy Elementor Pro, which also has a lovely post widget, that one there, which looks pretty similar. It needs a bit more spacing. You'd have to kind of add some padding maybe. It still doesn't look quite as nice as this one, does it? Yeah, it looks okay. I mean, with a bit of playing around, you could. So yeah, you could buy Elementor Pro, which again you have to pay for. That's like $49 as well, isn't it? There doesn't seem, as far as I can see, there doesn't seem to be a default like post one. The WordPress one down here, that's pretty rubbish really, because that's just text. It's pretty useless. So I'm guessing I could do a search for that, but I'm sure there is a free plugin out there that could do it, that I could then recommend to everyone that's struggling to show their recent posts because they want to buy the ultimate add-ons. Does that make sense? Does anyone know of a way of showing recent posts in this style that's yeah, free? That's where I'm getting to with that one. The other thing I was going to ask you guys, or in fact show you guys, it's not a question, and that's what I'm going to be talking about in the video on Friday. Just leave that. I haven't messed it up, have I? Nope. I've been playing around trying to get the site a little bit faster. I mean, the site is nice and fast. You can see that because it's on SiteGround, my preferred host. But SiteGround give you this plugin. I just wondered if any of you had any experience with it. It's the SiteGround Optimizer. And yeah, you basically turn on caching. You can what else you can do? Turn on your gzip, turn on browser caching. You can basically do a lot of stuff that plugins like WP Fastest Cache do. I just wondered if any of you guys have used it. Do you use it, or do you rip this out and put something like WP Fastest Cache or W3, whatever the other one is, the really complicated one. It's also got image optimization, which sometimes, or a lot of the time, you have to pay for, so that's pretty cool. I don't like the lazy load going on. I found that a bit slow. Probably turn that off on the thumbnails. But, you know, I'm going to play around with it. I just wondered what you guys thought. Tammy, wow. A super chat of $10. Thank you so much. That did get my attention. Let's go back to the chat. But yeah, any thoughts on those latest recent post things for the homepage using Elementor that look similar to the ones I'm using? That would be really helpful. Tammy, thank you. That's going to buy me a beer. Or two. Thank you. Right, I'm just scrolling back through the chat. Let me quickly catch up with you. Thank you for the congratulations, Tammy. Demas says, your site doesn't look good on mobile. I mean the recent one. What are you talking about that one, Demas? What do you mean it doesn't look good on mobile? I think it looks amazing on mobile. Let's have a look at it. I've got my phone right here. You see that? I think that looks alright, doesn't it? See what I mean about those lazy load on the thumbnail? It's a bit slow. That's no problem with that. I think it looks alright. You've got the articles. You've got a lovely menu there. Look, we go into the things, the categories. They look nice. I think it looks lovely on mobile. Be more specific. You probably can't even see that properly, can you, because of the lights? But hey, I realise that now. M and J, can you re-show a good affiliate website you reviewed? So there wasn't a particularly good one apart from the travel one. You can watch the stream afterwards if you want to see those. I only did 2 today. Cheaper Gamer says, I almost forgot to like you. Don't forget to like. If you are enjoying tonight's stream, do click the like buttons. We're on 25 likes right now. Let's see if we can get up to 50 likes in the next 20 minutes or so before the stream ends. Steve Pro says, anyone know why I'm getting a page not found off the first page of posts? I have blog show 5 per page, and when I click to the next page using page navigation, you get a 404. Have you tried just resaving your permalinks? Could be something as simple as that. Or maybe a caching plugin that you've got that could be interfering. Hubert says, I have the one link account. When I put the code on WordPress to enable keep alive errors coming up on my site which affect the page speed. Any advice for how to solve this? I'm using Namecheap hosting. I'd imagine it's a problem with your Namecheap hosting. I don't know personally what they're like. I've never used Namecheap hosting, but in my past experience, if you go with a company that started off as a domain registrar, GoDaddy, Namecheap, 123reg, any of these guys started off just by doing domain names, and then they thought, let's get in the hosting game, and they're just not very good. Like GoDaddy's hosting is horrendous. I use them for domains. I like them for domains because that's how they started, and they're good for domains. But hosting, yuck. And I'd imagine it's a similar problem with Namecheap hosting. You could raise a support ticket with them and see if they can help, but you're pretty better off moving to SiteGround. Do check out my hosting review. You'll find it on wpeagle.com. If you are going to move to SiteGround, I would appreciate if you could use my link, which is wpeagle.com/SiteGround. You'll get a great discount, and I'll earn a very small commission. Hello, Dan. Good to have you on from Port Angeles. Tariq says, I'm not getting any traffic. The site's been up for a year. What am I doing wrong? That's such a big question. You could be doing lots of things wrong. Without looking at your site, I will never know. But are you adding lots of content regularly? Good content of a reasonable length and useful content? Have you done keyword research to make sure that you're targeting targeting keywords that don't have too much competition and that people are actually looking for the information? What niche are you in? If you're in a very broad competitive niche, you're not going to get any traffic. There's lots of reasons, Tarek, why you may not be getting any traffic. Chris Welfare says, was just wondering, because if you're doing reviews or recommendations articles, what if someone recommends some other item? Would that take away your chance at making money? No, Chris. The thing is, I actually had a comment yesterday. Someone left a comment on one of my blog posts. I think it was the hosting guide post over on wpeagle.com. Go check it out. It's got words and everything. It's more than just a video. But someone had put a post saying, yeah, I moved to SiteGround. It's really good. I love SiteGround. They're really cool. My site just runs really fast. And they put a link to SiteGround, and I think it was an affiliate link. I can't be 100% sure. It was a link that wasn't my SiteGround link anyway. So all you do is you edit the comment before you publish it, and you swap out any links so that they're your affiliate links, if that makes sense. So if someone comes on your blog and they leave a comment and they say, oh yeah, I really like your suggestions there for these products, that's really cool. By the way, have you seen this product? It's cool too. You just leave that comment and you find that product on Amazon, wherever it may be, and then you insert your own affiliate link within that comment. They won't mind. Well, they can't do anything about it anyway. It's your site, isn't it? That's what I'd do. Stephanie says that she's had people that have purchased something from my article, except I don't get commission. Yeah, that can happen. Tarek, remind me of your site again. Tarek says, free theme, would it affect Google ranking? Shouldn't do. What was Fathisa's? Oh, it's an email address. Okay. Emma JK says, can I recommend you change the font of your header to something else? It looks bland in my opinion. Bland? Or you think I should move it to like Comic Sans or something a little bit more fun? We're talking about on Roofbox. Bland font. But it's just a font. I just wanted something clean and simple. I don't want any fancy fonts. I'm quite happy it's bland. Maybe I could make it flash and play music, but that's not really what I want to achieve. Stephanie, you're too kind. But 36 likes. I'm sure we can get to 50 likes. Evening, Ed. Stephanie says they're so nice at SiteGround, really helpful. Yeah, the support at SiteGround is great. Another reason why they were rated first. It's been, Leon says, do you know, it's 30th anniversary of the World Wide Web today, and both Instagram and Facebook will be down since this afternoon. They're working for me, though I can't post. Hello, Shazad. I'm well. How are you? Good for the likes. We need another 14, and then we'll be up to the 50 that we're going for. I'm going to run for another 15 minutes or so, so keep the questions coming in. I think I'm going to do a blog post and a video on some other YouTubers that I think you should follow. So I'd like to know who you follow on YouTube. I know I'm obviously going to include Income School. I'm going to include Doug. I'm going to include 30. I'm going to include Daryl Wilson. But anyone else that you think might be worthy of a mention, do let me know. Yeah, I just want to put together a video of the top WordPress / affiliate marketing / money making online guys, so put them all into one video for reasons that I mentioned earlier. Conspiracy says, what do you think of a hybrid blog site which includes Woozone Store? I mean, Woozone sites are hybrid, as I mentioned at the beginning of the stream. They do have a blog. I just think it's more effort than it's worth nowadays. The API used to be easy, it's now not as easy, and if you want to, you know, keep battling with Amazon all the time to keep your access to the API, then yeah, go for it. But I think for an easier life from both Amazon and Google, I think a blog content focused type site is better, as I explained in the video earlier today. Shoot Red Profile says, any beard on the horizon? Only a little bit of 5 o'clock shadow here. La Pastoria, regarding affiliate store, that's the name by the way, regarding affiliate store, ClickBank, Amazon Food and Amazon products. I want to promote ClickBank products via reviews, offer recipes from where people can buy the ingredients, and Amazon shop. Sounds good. Was that a question? I think it sounds good. I see your question. You said, what do you think of that? I think it sounds good. As long as you're very specific and your niche is good. So maybe you're going to be doing Italian or whatever food. I'm just guessing you're Italian. You might be Spanish. So in which case do Spanish food. Maybe do it even more specific. So maybe you're focusing on, I don't know, pizza, pasta. I don't know. Generally, the more specific, the better. Passive income, guys. Okay, let me make a note of that one as a YouTube. With regard to getting traffic, the best way is to create content and get traffic from Google. La Pastoria. But then, yeah, building links from Pinterest. I hear a lot of people getting lots of traffic from Pinterest, so it's definitely worth doing as well. Annette says, my niche is all over the place. I love beauty, skincare, supplements, and that's... but then go to keto and home decor. Yeah, that is a problem. You've got to focus. I saw an ad earlier today on YouTube. I don't know if you probably see the same ad You see the Sam Ovens ads. I think everyone does. He's like got a consulting business, and he basically, I think he's selling a course, as a lot of these guys are, and I think his course basically says that you should just sell consultancy because it's a good way to earn loads of money, which it is. It is, because anyone can be a consultant, really. Like, look at me. But the one thing I wanted to say about that was there's a bit in his advert where he's got he's talking about Bill Gates and Warren Buffett, you know, two people that are worth billions and billions of dollars. And I think there was at one point ages ago, I think it might have been Bill Gates' father actually that said this. He said to both Warren and Bill, he said, right, I want you to write down one word, the most important thing that you'd say that got you to where you are today in terms of billionaires. And they both quickly wrote down a word. They didn't talk about it between each other. They both came up with the exact same word. That word is focus. So if you want to get success, it's all about focus. Focusing on a specific niche, focusing on a specific task. Focus. And it says, how can you pick one niche with Amazon? It's hard. You have to drill down, get focused, as they drill into the categories, get deep within Amazon, and you'll find some very specific products in very specific product groups, and that is how you pick one niche. Hey, Steele, good to see you. At a peak concurrent of 70, and in fact there's 70 of you watching right now. That's great. If you're new here, hello. There's only 47 likes though, so that means that at least 23 of you have not clicked the like button. So now would be a good time to do it. It's just down there. It doesn't cost anything. Have I missed any questions? Italiano. I thought La Pastoria sounded Italian. First guess was right. Maria says, can you make a video for Pinterest? Yeah, let me add that to the list. It's something I need to do myself as well, so I'll do a video while I do it. It's on the list. It's at the top of the list. Okay, there has been a couple of emails coming with a couple of sites to review, so why don't we finish with that. We got Leon's site, and we got Ubaid's site. Let's start with Ubaid Yorlaman. I'm going to get on the old iMac. Here we go. I'll come back to chat in a second. Bonehead phones. What is a bonehead phone? Wow. This looks interesting. Let me... there you go. Look, I've just clicked on one of the Amazon links there. What is this? So these don't go on your ears? Is that what they are? They don't go on your ears? Let me read this. To your inner ear, use your cheekbones and jawbones to transmit the vibration directly to your ear while passing the outer ear. Cool. So what's the advantage of this? Apart from being weird and cool, there must be some other benefit. See, I didn't even know about Bonehead phones. Okay, so let me do some honest opinion on the site. The site is nice and clean and simple. Magazine Pro theme by Studio Press. I mean, some may say too simple. This chair is really creaky, isn't it? I need a quieter chair. I always hear it in my videos and stuff. It annoys me. Anyway, I digress. So yeah, I think the theme might be a little bit too simple, but you know, don't worry too much about that. You know, you want to focus on the content anyway. These seem to be just jumping. So my one concern would be that there isn't anyone searching for Bone headphones, so I don't know what they are, but maybe I'm wrong. I think you could do quite well. There's some YouTube videos coming out there, so it might be worth doing a video. Let me just head over to Google Trends on this. Just see what we're dealing with. Oi, what was that? Bone headphones. Oh, look at that, you see. Past 5 years. It's definitely kind of growing. I mean, this is in the US. Don't know what it's like over here. Growing again in the UK. So I think it's a great niche. I think it's a very specific niche. You've gone into electronics, you've gone into headphones, and you've gone right down into Bone headphones. So I think it's a great niche. I think you need way more content. I think you're going to need to do some keyword research. So Bone headphones. Let's see what we get. So Bone headphones, sunglasses. That might be an article. Swimming, Bone headphones, Amazon. That could even be an article. The best Bone headphones on Amazon right now could be an article. And I think because it's so new in terms of a niche, that I think you could rank. Let me just search this. I think that's a great idea. Best Bone Conduction Headphones 2018. That's getting quite a bit of volume in the US. So Best Bone Conduction Headphones 2019. You need to do a headphones versus normal. I think that's the thing. The benefits of Bone headphones is another one. The keyword seems to be Bone Conduction Headphones. So getting that word conduction in there is important. Cycling. I think there's tons of opportunities with this niche. I think you're onto something there. I say the site is simplistic or whatever, but I think because the niche is so good, I think if you get the content right, it won't matter too much about the look and feel of the site. Although you might want to make it look a little bit better, possibly. It is very basic, but that's just my opinion. Very interesting. Right, Leon, let's have a look at your site. LeonCarper.com. Here we go. Okay, so we're talking about fishing. Is that you, Leon? I'm guessing. Site looks good. Possibly a little bit messy. That's just my opinion. You need to add more content. I mean, that's going to be the key here. There's only 2 articles. And again, I think you probably need to do a little bit of research around what people are searching for when it comes to carp fishing. So winter carp fishing, I see that's one of your things. Fishing. And we can see that for that search, it's videos that are coming up. So, is that you there? So that's good. That's good. You are doing some videos, and they are coming up. Do more videos. I'm not sure how competitive. I mean, I'm guessing it might be pretty competitive, this kind of niche. There's again tons of ideas for articles: cold water carping, winter carp fly fishing, locating carp, best carp baits to use, when do carp start feeding after winter. These are all great articles. I'm using the Keywords Everywhere tool, by the way, to get these keyword ideas. I think it's a good niche. I think your site is nice. nice use of photographs, that kind of stuff. You've got the carp shop going on with thing. I mean, you could probably show more than 4 products on a page before you have to paginate, as it were. I think you're onto something good. I like it. I think it's a good, neat. Wow, you've got a nice Facebook page rocking there. Look. I think you've got great potential because you've got a massive following already. 41,000 people following you there, Leon. Wow. So yeah, I think use your social media to drive more people to the site. Recommend products on your social media. How are you doing on the YouTube? Let's have a look.
If you are a Facebook ads professional or a PPC expert, you probably...
Well, what do you want? Go away.
I'm going to give you 5 tips for my 5 favourite winter hook baits, and we're starting right now.
I like the music.
If this is the first time you've come across my channel and you like this type of videos and you want to see more, then you may want to think about hitting that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that bell notification icon and you'll never miss another video again. Tip 1.
Wow, I could watch that all day even though I'm not into carp. Leon, I think you've got great potential that your affiliate site should fly, really. You've got YouTube, you're up to 17,000 followers. Keep putting the content out, do research, put content out that people like. Look through your YouTube channel and let's have a look at it here.
I'm going to give you 5 tips to help you improve your...
You look at your videos, you'd sort them by most popular. In fact, you'd have a look at your analytics, you get way more detail. And I've just started doing this a lot more. Give the people what they want. So, looks like they like sonar. That seems to have done really well. Rig videos seem to do well. There's another rig video there. Give people what they want. All your videos have got a healthy number of views by the look of it. Even some of the old ones. You've even done live streams. Yeah, I think you've got great potential, Leon. And I think the site has too. Add a few more products, add more articles, drive people to the site from YouTube and your social media. And yeah, I think you're going to earn a good income. I think we'd like to catch up with you in a little while and just see how you're getting on. Thanks for sharing your site. Right, I'm going to get back to the chat, finish off over there. Let me just turn that off. Do that. WP Tuts, WP Crafter, some more suggestions on who I should shout out in my people you should watch video. Thank you for that. Right, I'm going to start wrapping up. Let me go through any questions that I've missed. DJ Marky Boy says, is there a quick way to update up to 100 products that have been imported using the Chrome extension so they can sync automatically after I receive the API from Amazon? I don't know. I'd ask AAA team about that. Mike Hatch says, are any of you doing this as your sole income? A few of them are, Mike. In fact, you should watch the video I put up a week or so ago. Interviewed a WP Eagle viewer. He's doing $1,000 a month. Peter also says, yeah, like the last video, Income School, where they had a site related to succulents, those weird little plants. That was generating $200,000 a year. Not all from Amazon, from multiple sources, but it was an affiliate site. Conspiracy says, a movie fan site's good niche. I guess it depends on the movie. Is Leon still here? Yeah, Leon. Love that, Leon. Good work. Love your YouTube as well. That was one big carp. Yeah, I do this as a full-time income. It's internet stuff. Panagiotis says, how can I edit my site's meta tags. Use Yoast SEO to do that. That's the easiest way. Steve says, Alex, you use Yoast SEO. Yeah, I do. I should probably research some other SEO plugins. I've just got in the habit of using Yoast. Mike says, Alex, can I follow your tutorial where you use the dog site, or should I use the latest one? I'd go for the Car Tops, my latest one. It uses Elementor. The site is much easier to work with. The theme is free. You don't need Woozone. You don't need API. Just content focused. If you are going to go for the dog site, that's fine as well. But I recommend you use SiteGround instead of HostGator. HostGator, they're just a bit faster. But anyway, that's it. I feel very bright tonight. I haven't quite got the lighting right tonight. It's just been in my face all night, and I look shiny, don't I? But yeah, thank you all very much for joining me this evening. I've really enjoyed it. We've smashed the 54 likes. We've smashed the 50 likes even, because we're up to 54 likes, and there's 68 of you watching right now. That's fantastic. I love you all, and I value your support, and I'm glad you enjoy what I do and some of the videos. Well, that's better, isn't it, with the light? I'm not quite so shiny now. Yeah, thank you very, very much. I'm going to go now. I'm going to love you and leave you. So I'm going to put an update video, hopefully on the Roofbox. I was going to say beer shirts then. On the Roofbox site, I'm going to put an update on that on Friday. No sales as yet, but it's only been up a couple of weeks. Traffic is up and down. I think it's a little bit, my sites are a little bit skewed because it depends on how well my videos are doing on YouTube. If my videos are doing well on YouTube, then the affiliate sites tend to do better because people go and check them out because they want to build them, and it's not actually real affiliate traffic. It's just you guys looking to look at the site because you want to build one. So I have to kind of look at my analytics with a little bit of a pinch of salt, as it were. I think I do look a little bit shiny, Stephanie. I need to get a word in my makeup department. Yeah. Tariq says I need to renew my hosting. Well, Tariq, then you need to move to SiteGround or A2 Hosting. They're my two preferred hosts because they're really fast. Go over to wpeagle.com and you'll find my full review with all the results of the hosting test that I carried out. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to go. I'm going to go and have a beer. I'm not fasting today, having a week off, so might go and enjoy a light ale. Let me put the link up for SiteGround right now, so you can click it now and get cookied. And then if you do order sometime in the future, I might earn a little commission, which would be really nice. And the thing about SiteGround is as well as being a fantastic host, they actually pay their hosting commissions every single week, which is very new to me. Like people like HostGator and everyone else tends to just take ages to pay you. But yeah, they pay every week, which is really cool. 56 likes I'm seeing, Helen. Is there one that's just dropped off? I'm glad you enjoy the stream. Where's Mr. Dislike or Mrs. Dislike? We've not had one dislike tonight. I'm sure they're waiting. But yeah, I'm going to go. So I'm going to try and press the button now. The button which always cuts me off. You'll know if you're a regular on here that that's kind of what happens. I cut people off. I may have inadvertently just inserted an ad there. Let me just see what happens. But yeah, I'm going to go. So I'm going to try and press the button now. The button which always cuts me off. You'll know if you're a regular on here that yeah, I think something weird just happened then, did it? Kind of or maybe not. I may have inadvertently just inserted an ad there. Oh, maybe I didn't insert an ad. That doesn't work then. So it said I'd insert an ad. There's the dislike. Thank you. I feel normalised now. But yeah, I'm going to go. Thanks very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you again same time next week. I don't think I'm going to have to move the stream. Last week I mentioned that I might be moving the stream to a different time, a different place, whatever. But I don't think I'm going to have to. It's not going to clash with karate and all that stuff. So, yeah. Yeah, as Helen says, the chat will be live for another 5 minutes. If you want to talk amongst yourselves, do some networking, share ideas, share questions, that's cool. I'm going to go, though. I'm going to do a countdown before I press the button. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm not going to cut myself off. I'm really not going to cut myself off. I'm going to see you.